Today is July 20th, 2022, and I'm coming on to share a dream that I had about Marcus Rogers. When Father first woke me up, it was in the year of 2020. Holy Spirit been nudging at me to share this dream, and this was in 2020. And normally I would share everything that Father gives me immediately when I have it. But for some reason, I did not share this dream. But Holy Spirit has been nudging at me to share this dream. So in this dream, I was in the spirit. I saw Marcus Rogers in this classroom setting. There was a lot of elderly people in this classroom. And I'm watching him in the spirit. And in my spirit, I see him helping the elderly people. And as if he was teaching them. And so he was at a table helping an older woman. And I walked over to this table and I could see his ID, an ID with his picture on it, sitting on the table. And I just looked at it. I'm not exactly sure exactly what kind of ID it was, but I just glanced at this ID because remember the dream was back in 2020. And so when I walked out the side door, it was the door connected to the classroom. When I walked out the door, and I walked outside, it looked like a desert. You could see all this brown sand, but it began to get dark when I walked out the door. For some reason, it was some fear that came over me, and it was like a big bird or something, y'all. When I say this bird, like, was kicking me on my back, like just kicked me on my back, and I'm like, what the crap? Everything just became pitch dark, and then that dream ended. So I came across some videos yesterday that was saying that Marcus Rogers was a false prophet and that Jalen Wilson was a false prophet. And so last night I prayed to Father. I said, Father, if Marcus Rogers and Jalen Wilson are of you, then I don't need a dream. Don't give me a dream. I said, but if they are not of you, give me a dream with Marcus Rogers and Jalen Wilson in this dream. So I did not have a dream. But in this morning in the secret place, these were the words that Father spoke to me. He said, tell my people to use discernment and be careful not to blaspheme the Holy Spirit and bring all things to me. Okay, so in Matthew chapter 12, verses 31 through 32, it says, therefore I say to you, every sin and blasphemy will be forgiven man, but the blasphemy against the Spirit will not be forgiven man. Verse 32, anyone who speaks a word against the Son of Man, it will be forgiven him. But whoever speaks against the Holy Spirit, it will not be forgiven him, either in this age or in the age to come. Okay, that First Chronicles chapter 16, verse 22, it says, saying, do not touch my anointed ones and do my prophets no harm. So we have to be very careful not to blaspheme the Holy Spirit, because we are supposed to be taking every word spoken back to Father AHAYAH. Be careful with your thoughts, what you're thinking, as well as what you're speaking about someone that you believe is not hearing from Father, because you don't know who is hearing from Father. But take all things back to Him and get discernment from Father. And so, out of obedience, I just wanted to share that with you guys. You guys have a good rest of your day. Shalom.